When taking on a fix and flip project, you want the best quality work for the best price. You want skilled, knowledgeable tradespeople with reasonable pricing that can add value to your project. I'm going to show you two houses that I've recently done exterior paint jobs on. I'm going to tell you what it cost me to get these houses painted, and I'm going to show you what I got for that money. I'm doing this video series on knowing and understanding costs associated with common projects that go into a fix and flip house, such as granite countertops, flooring, interior paint, and in the case of this video, exterior paint. So let's go check out this video, check out some of the other ones in the series, and if you would, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. Let's go check them out. Here's my first project I'm going to show you. This is a small house. I'm going to take you on the next one. It's quite a bit bigger than this one. So this is a 2-bedroom, 671 square foot house here. I want to talk to you about different things that can affect the price with an exterior house painting. And one of the main ones is if you're using multiple colors. On this one, you're going to see where we go with just one paint color on the whole thing as far as the trim and the siding, how long the job's going to take, the application method. These are all questions that you want to ask a paint contractor that you're talking to. And one of the key things is talk to multiple different contractors. That way you get a feel for what different people are saying that are in that same line of work. So if you get 3 painters or 4 painters or 5 painters out there, however many it takes you to feel comfortable with what you're hearing and your understanding of what needs to be done, that's how many contractors you need to talk to. See here, I did one paint color because that way my contractors, they don't have to go back and forth on the trim and paint a different color, the siding painted a different color. This whole house was sprayed in a few hours and done, so it took 10 gallons of paint and $1,800 to paint this house for the labor. $1,800 for the labor. The paint was about $500. And then you're going to see that the same crew, they paint those balusters on the deck and the doors, and then this is a done deal. So this whole house took about a day to paint using a sprayer. You want to talk to your contractors and ask them what application method they're going to use. They may say, we'll do whatever you want. We can spray it, we can roll it, we can use brushes, however you want. So in my experience, spraying has been the most cost effective if you can do it. There's factors where it's not feasible to do it. So you want to have that discussion with whoever you're talking to or all the people that you're talking to. You want to find out what their availability is too. And that's another conversation that I have with all of them. Some of these, if you're running 4 or 5 bids through their contractors, ask them, how long would this job take you to do? If one person says it'd take us 2 days and one person says it'd take us a week or 10 days, you need to find out why that is. Why is one person, if there's a big disparity there between what they're saying. If one person says 2 days and one person says 3 days, that's not a big deal. But if one person says 2 days and one person says a week and a half, well, that's a big deal. So they may have a good reason for it, or they may not, or it may just not sound right and be a red flag. So here's the second one. You saw the before picture. Here's the after. This is using a different type of paint from the other one. So this is a stucco house, so we used elastomeric paint. That's another conversation you want to have with any contractors. What kind of paint would you use on this house, or do we need to use on this house? And if they have a good answer, or if you already know, like on this one, stucco houses, I always use an elastomeric paint. So I ask them, what kind of paint would you just use, standard paint, or do we need to use elastomeric, and see what they say. That's a way to gauge their knowledge of what they're talking about. Maybe they give you a good answer and you're good with that, and then you can move forward. But you're testing their price is one thing, but their knowledge of the work that they're doing in their trade is another thing that you want to be familiar with and comfortable with before you agree to work with somebody on a job like this. Again, so you want to ask application method. This house was done with rollers and sprayers and brushes. You want to ask how long the job will take, what kind of product or what brand of paint they like to use. If you've seen any of their other work, or if they have any references, or if they've done jobs in the neighborhood, you can ask about that too. Their availability, what their schedule's like. And, because they may say, yeah, we can do it, for a reasonable price, but we're going to need 6 weeks before we can start on the job. That may be an issue. Thanks for checking out the video, and check out some of the other ones in the series. Subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.